Hey friends, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thinking about moving to Utah? Whether it's for a new job, a change of scenery, or you're just looking for a different pace of life, you're in for a treat. Utah has so much to offer, and one of the biggest attractions is the outdoors. I mean, we've got some of the most beautiful scenery right in our backyard, from mountains to deserts and everything in between.
But as you probably know, there's a lot of information out there about moving to Utah, some true, some not so much. It can for sure get a little bit overwhelming, trying to figure out what's going to be right for you, especially when you start reading about all the different cities and neighborhoods. That's definitely why we're here to help. Today we're going to be answering all the top questions that people ask when they're really considering about making the move here to Utah. We've helped so many people make the transition, and after years of answering those questions, we've put together this ultimate guide to help you figure out where you want to land. So if you're considering moving to Utah, then go ahead and stay tuned.
If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in northern Utah, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in northern Utah.
We've been in the real estate business for 10 years, and every day we help people just like you looking to buy, sell, invest, and of course relocate here to northern Utah, and we absolutely do love helping you. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, go ahead and give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that information is in the description box below, so we can help you make that smooth transition here in Utah. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So the number one question we get, where's the best place to live in Utah? Well, that's a pretty personal question because that all depends on your lifestyle, your family situation, and what's most important to you. For instance, do you work from home or do you need to commute to an office? Do you have a family or are you single? And of course, what do you like to do for fun? If you're an outdoor enthusiast, skiing, hiking, and mountain biking are all huge here, and you might want to live close to the action. Or maybe you need to be near the airport because you travel a lot for work or leisure. Those types of questions are important, and that's why it's a very personalized experience that we're happy to help you with. Just need to know your lifestyle.
One of the biggest things that people want to know about is the cost of living, especially housing prices. Utah, like many other states, has seen housing prices soar over the last few years along the Wasatch Front. This includes counties like Utah, Salt Lake, Davis, and Weber County. The median house price in these counties is sitting roughly about $500,000. And if you're looking specifically just at a single family home, the number is going to be closer to probably $600,000. Affordability is a major concern for a lot of folks, and it's definitely something that you're going to need to think about when deciding, where to live. And I think that cost of living is pretty relative because if you're coming from California, New York, Florida, things like that, then the cost of living here might seem relatively low, right? But if you come from the Midwest, like Alabama, Nebraska, like things like that, you might think that, Utah is very unaffordable. So it's going to be subjective. And so you have to do a little bit of your own research, and hopefully we can help you bridge a little bit of those gaps.
So right now we have around 12,000 listings along the Wasatch Front, and only about 1,000 of those are single family homes under $500,000. So if you're looking for a single family home in that price range, you'll probably be looking at townhomes or condos instead. And when it comes to where those more affordable homes are, Weber County, north of Salt Lake City, and Tooele County, to the west, are good options. If you want more space and are looking for a booming area, check out the west side of Utah County, particularly in places like Eagle Mountain. But if you're after something more luxurious, then Park City, Alpine, Highland, and even Eden up here to the north are places you'll want to consider.
Another big question that we get is about new construction versus buying an existing house. So Utah does lead the nation in new construction right now, with more homes being built per 1,000 residents than any other state in the country. New construction is up about 32.8% year over year, and last year alone, Utah added over 30,000 new housing units. Even though there were some major supply issues during the pandemic, that has slowed things down, of course. New construction has really bounced back over the last year.
And for a lot of people, it can be a great option, particularly if you do like more modern and you kind of have the time frame to wait for it. So what's the appeal of new construction? Well, it's pretty simple. You're getting a brand new home. You don't have to worry about things like an old roof, outdated electrical systems, or a heating and cooling system that's on its last leg. If you're spending around the $600,000 mark on a house, would you rather have a new home where everything is up to date? or an older home that might need some major repairs in the near future. Of course, there are pros and cons to new construction. We have done a whole video dedicated just to new construction, some of them being like dealing with the unknowns during the building process, or maybe waiting longer for your home to be completed. But overall, it's a very attractive option for a lot of people. We've helped tons of families build new construction, and we've got relationships with local, regional, and national builders. So if you are interested in going this route, we can definitely help guide you through the process.
Now let's talk about jobs. The Utah job market is one of the strongest in the country. We're ranked #1 for unemployment, and the overall economy here is definitely booming. However, like lots of places though, there's a bit of a divide. If you're working a wage-earning job, it can be tough to keep up with the rising housing costs and just overall cost of living. So on the flip side, if you're in management or you own your own business, Utah is a fantastic place to live. Utah is a very entrepreneur-friendly state, and if you got a side hustle or you're thinking of starting a business, the business environment here will be a huge plus for you. The support for small businesses is strong, and we got a lot of people moving here specifically because of the job opportunities here in Utah.
Now, one thing we get asked about all the time from people looking to relocate here to Utah is obviously about the schools. Now, real estate agents can't steer clients one way or another based on schools, but what we can do is provide resources for you to research them. Utah has a wide variety of options: public schools, private schools, magnet schools, and charter schools. One thing to keep in mind is that some of the schools in Utah, especially in more populated areas, can get pretty crowded. The pupil to teacher ratio is something to look out for, and we can help guide you to resources that break down those numbers. Also, Utah has recently bumped up starting teacher salaries, which has been great to see. Our teachers definitely deserve to be paid more, and that helps just really the success of everybody when that happens.
So what is there to do here in Utah? Honestly, if you get bored here, that's definitely on you. Whether it's wintertime or summertime, there's always something going on. In the winter, you've got skiing, snowboarding, and snowshoeing, and all sorts of other winter snow sports. In the summer, you got hiking, mountain biking, and exploring the national parks. And don't even get me started on the events that we have here. There's Oktoberfest at Snowbird, summer treasure hunts in the mountains, and more outdoor activities than you can even imagine. We've also got great professional sports teams like the Utah Jazz for the NBA, Real Salt Lake for soccer, and then now we have our very own NHL team, which will kick off this fall. And we did do a whole video on that if you want to check out what's coming here to Utah. And if you are moving here for a job here with a new hockey team, whether you're a player or someone that's moving with the organization, welcome of course, and we'd love to help you all find a good place to live. So if you're looking for a chill realtors, you get 2 for the price of 1 with us, and we would love to help you out and guide you around Utah to find the perfect place to call home.
So another big question we hear, what's the weather like? Well, Utah has a dry, arid climate, so both the cold and the heat are more bearable than in other places with maybe higher humidity. We do get snow in the winter, but it's not as bad as other snowy places. You know, we don't have ice storms or sleet or things like that. And the summers, while they can get hot, don't feel as brutal as they might in a humid area. We do have something, however, called inversions in the winter, where pollution can get trapped in the valley. These usually happen in the month of January and February, and while they're not fun, these months are also when the most tourists come to Utah for skiing and the Sundance Film Festival, so it makes sense that we would kind of have the most pollution.
So what's the takeaway? Utah definitely has something for everyone, whether you're into outdoors, looking for a strong job market, or you just want a great place to raise your family. Definitely here to help you guys every step of the way with making your decision. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content just like this.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Picking where you'll call home is an important decision, and we would love to help you make that smooth transition to northern Utah and cities like Salt Lake and Ogden. If you're looking to purchase in the northern Utah area, we would love to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and as always, we are keeping it real. Estate.